primetime matchup. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. From inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Washington State's offense will have the ball first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent, he's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already...
Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. Washington State will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Avery. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Auburn lines up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got room to work. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cougars! Lining up to add another.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Avery. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. So here comes the Auburn offense. Fires to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. got the back over the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Washington State going quickly. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
That's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The short hands. It's Tremble. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Punts it out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude, running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot. But
turning it on! And he way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Toure. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
They want to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on third down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings them to within 1.
Fellas, few programs ooze history quite like Notre Dame and Michigan, and we've got an early clue on who might be coming out on top. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The sure hands, it's Tremble. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The inside handoff. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
With the catch, it's Williamson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback
breaks into the open.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Quick completion to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Auburn. Here comes the two-point try.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim two-point lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Lost to fire on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wazoo! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
The give on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
They're throwing for it on a 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Grab near the sticks. It's Griffin. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a move. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. He caught it. Touchdown, Washington State. And the stomping has commenced.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking downfield, it's Terrain. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They're going to run it. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Makes the grab on the left, and the defense wrestles him to the ground. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man, making that big play.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
So now it's second and long. He might want another play. The give and tick, 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 tick. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this...
Holds it in the first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Washington State will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cougar! And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arkansas delivered a type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Auburn lines up quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they just they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
He'll off one deep down the left side. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They just keep firing. Gets it out quickly. Spins away from Watt. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Dropping back, it's Toure. Now improvising. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Cougars. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's going to fire deep. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.